An elimination opportunity for the Royals. Baltimore backs against the wall. With Jessica Mendoza and Ben McDonald, here's Sean McDonough.
Welcome everyone to the 2024 Wild Card Series presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Get internet how you want it. Oriole fans filing into Camden Yards, hoping it's not the final home game of the season here. It's been a long time since they watched the O's win a playoff game anywhere. Baltimore's lost 9 straight in the postseason, including Game 1 to the Royals yesterday. Today, facing elimination, they hand the ball to Zach Eflin. Job 1 for him, dealing with Bobby Witt Jr. It's Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. The heat is turned up, particularly on the O's.
As the autumn sun sets, the wild card stage ignites.
There's so much on the line tonight. A wild one.
The stakes rage like flames, raw and fierce. Catch fire and forge your name in history.
World Series champs.
These boys of summer don't want to leave.
This one's not coming back. Not with the heat. Unbelievable.
The Royals.
The Royals win the game. Incredible.
And the Orioles.
It's high. It's deep. It's gone.
Game 2. Let them cook.
And welcome everybody inside Oriole Park at Camden Yards. You can feel the anxiety in the crowd knowing that it's win or go home for the Baltimore Orioles today as they host the Kansas City Royals in Game 2 of this best-of-3 wild card series. Hi everybody and welcome back to Baltimore. Sean McDonough along with Jessica Mendoza and Ben McDonald. Delighted to have you with us. Yesterday here we watched the good old-fashioned pitchers duel, a 1-0 Kansas City win. Just the 13th 1-0 game in the history of the Major League Baseball postseason. And it was just the way the Kansas City Royals like to play it. They leaned heavily on great pitching, which they got yesterday, and good old-fashioned small ball.
Sean, they're bringing it back old school, and that's exactly how Kansas City rolls. When you look at the course of the season and how they score offensively, that's what they did in this one. Michael Garcia, a great job, only the third base runner of the game. He then steals second. This is in the 7th inning. He gets moved over to third base, basic ground ball to the right side. Bobby Witt Jr., of course, comes through. He's got more hits than anybody in Major League Baseball. His average with runners in scoring position better than anyone in baseball. That was the only run of the game, and they won it 1-0.
They had only 5 hits. They had only 2 men reach second base. Both times it was Garcia, so they made the most of that opportunity. Meanwhile, Ben, the Baltimore Orioles had more chances, went 1 for 7 with men in scoring position.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the Achilles heel for the Orioles this year. They were the #1 team in baseball last year when you talk about situational hitting with runners in scoring position, and they had their opportunities. In a scoreless game yesterday, Cedric Mullins steps to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd inning and hits a ball right off the wall, so he ends up with a stand-up double out at second base. Can you find a way to move him over and get him in? The Orioles couldn't do it. You get a strikeout, a ground out by Henderson right there. That does push him to 3rd, and then Jordan Westberg steps to the plate, and he hits a bomb out toward left field. But that's not a home run here at Camden Yards. It is in almost every other ballpark, but not here. Then Ramon Urias gets a little bit of help right there from the left fielder out there. Misses a ball, ends up at second base with 1 out. He didn't get a great read right there on that base hit by Mullins. So 1st and 3rd situations, and then you get back-to-back strikeouts. So the Orioles had their opportunities, but Cole Reagans, being the ace that he is, he stepped up in a big way, and the Orioles just couldn't push across a run.
They leaned heavily on the long ball. They were shut out yesterday. Gunnar Henderson and the Orioles. Seth Lugo gets the start for Kansas City, an all-star this year. His 9 wins on the road, tied for the Major League lead. It'll be Zach Eflin, who came over at the trade deadline from Tampa Bay. The Birds won 7 of his 9 starts. The 2024 Wild Card Series is presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Get internet how you want it. Orioles fans want to win, desperate for it, for their season will be over. They'll be eliminated in their first action of the postseason for the second year in a row. There's the Royals starting lineup brought to you by Cologuard. See more information at Cologuard.com. Just one change today with Hunter Renfroe in the lineup in batting seventh in right field. Yesterday it was Tommy Pham in right field for the Royals. And Zach Eflin on the mound came over at the deadline from Tampa Bay, where he made 19 starts. His ERA much better in the 9 outings for the Orioles.
Yeah, with the Orioles, he's been outstanding. I mean, you talk about 7 of his 9 starts have been quality starts for the Orioles. Of course, he is simply one of the best, if not the best, strike thrower in the game of baseball. 134 punch-outs on the year, only 24 walks.
And 5 of those in his last outing against the Yankees, which was a big surprise. His first pitch is a strike.